support our YouTube channel at no additional cost to yourself, simply change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code or use our affiliate code next time you go to make an Amazon purchase. Link to the affiliate code will be in the description below, along with a link to a video explaining more about the process.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul from the Paul Does Tech channel, and today I have kind of a different video, something that I've mentioned in my past two videos that I was going to eventually be doing. And now this is another review, and as you can tell by the title, this is a review of the PipPhenes Forex chat channel, and I guess you could call it Signal channel. Now, let me give you a brief description of what exactly PipPhenes is. So PipPhenes, what they do is they kind of conduct their business through an app called Telegram, where it's basically their main channel. They send out messages to you, and you can't respond on the main channel, so it's not cluttered with other people just spamming it. It's strictly what you want from them, the good information, signals, tips, different ideas, upcoming events, all the things that you want. That channel is strictly that channel. Now they have two different channels. They have the paid and they have the free. The paid one is the one that is absolutely superior. They give a lot more, probably I would say a good 10 times more trades and signals. I'm going to call signals trades, and we'll get into more of that later. But they give at least 10 times more on the paid than they do the free. But the big difference between the paid and the free is they give out so much more information on the paid about the background information of what's actually happening, how much risk is involved, and what they're doing, rather than just spitting you numbers. We'll get into more of that later, though. I will actually give you a side-by-side comparison and show you what it's actually like to be a paid subscriber compared to what it is to be a free subscriber. So what they do is, like I said, they essentially give you the Forex signals. They give you the entry. Sometimes it's at the current market rate, or they tell you, what the entry point will be, and they give you the take profit and the stop loss. Obviously, you want it to go the whole way down to the take profit, so that's where you're going to end your trade and take your money, and the stop loss is where your trade's going to end because you don't want to lose any more money. We'll get into all that later. But like I said, they give you the trade, they help you set it up, they tell you what's going to happen, why it's going to go the way it's going to go, and the time frame of when the trade will be completed. It's a great service, and the whole thing is backed around the Forex market, the foreign currency exchange market, which is the biggest traded currency, and it's bigger than the New York Stock Exchange, any stock exchange. It's the most traded commodity in the world, and it's fantastic. It goes 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It opens up Sunday night at 5, closes Friday evening at 5. So it runs 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, which is fantastic. Now, Forex as a whole, the basis of Forex, I guess I will get into, is the fact that the currency exchange rates between two countries vary very minutely over time. Now, you're thinking, well, if they kind of only change just a little bit, how do you make money? Well, it's all through leverage and margin and, stuff like that. But what really is nice is PipPhenes will actually, they will walk you right through how much margin you need, how much of a currency you want to buy to then sell back later. It really, they give you start to finish everything you need. And if you're kind of wanting a little more information because you're not quite understanding what they're doing and where they're getting their numbers and where things are headed, they actually offer what I would call, I guess what they call it's a module. It's an 11 module series, and they have an ebook for you to learn all about Forex, for you to maybe branch out on your own a little bit, do some other trades, or if you just want some more background knowledge on what it is that they're doing and what they're giving you. So that's kind of what the whole service is and what the whole service entails. Generally speaking, price-wise, it's about $180 for 3 months, which is the best deal. If you want to go monthly, I think it's like $87, but I think the best deal for me is the 3-month. They have sales. I think they're actually having a Labor Day sale, so this is right after this video goes up. So if you want to check it out, Labor Day sale. Links to their website will be in the description below, as well as links to their free chat service, which is I would recommend, maybe if you want to kind of just get your feet wet for a week or two, maybe just go with their, their free service till you kind of get the flow of things, and then obviously get to their paid one, because the free is nothing like the paid in terms of total content. There is so much more on the paid, and we'll get into that. I'll go back, way, way, way back to where, it's not like you could be taking the trades, but just to give you an example of what the trades would look like. So now what it comes down to, I guess, is my opinion on Forex, PipPhenes, their service compared to others, and how I've used it, because I have been a member since March, so that is, I believe, 6 months. So I feel like that's a fair amount of time to be able to review something, as I've been a member for 6 months. So just because my camera cuts out a lot, we're going to end this for a second. We're going to hop right back into it, and I'll tell you my opinion on PipPhenes. So when it comes to my opinion on the whole PipPhenes and the whole Forex thing, I love them, and I'm not being paid to do this. I'll be straight up. They didn't pay me to give a good review. They asked if I would review them, but this is by no means did that influence my opinion. I'm just doing this for you guys. Maybe those of you who are questioning whether or not you want to do the PipPhenes Forex, or maybe just my subscribers who have never heard of it and want to learn more about it. And if you do have any other questions about Forex, PipPhenes, or anything that aren't answered in this video, leave them in the comment section below. I'll answer them, or if there's enough questions, I might make a whole new video answering those questions. So when it comes to my opinion, now, I'll be honest, I'm not making a whole lot of money off this right now, but that's on me. That's not PipPhenes. I'm not quite making the whole deal, because I lost a lot of money on a bad trade that had nothing to do with PipPhenes. So my Forex account as a whole is down, but that's not because of PipPhenes. Every trade they give me, I'm winning and making money on their trades. But the problem is I've been getting a little too, full of steam, and I go off on my own, and I'm not quite ready to do that, and I lose a lot of money on other trades that aren't related to PipPhenes. But PipPhenes as a whole, I believe it's an 87% success rate on various trades, and they average, it's I think over 1,000 pips a week. Now, how much money that translates to, that depends basically on how big your investment account size is. If you invest with maybe $1,000, that could translate to $200 to $300 a week, which that's fantastic money if you ask me. Now obviously not every trade they give is going to win, like I said, 87%, but the real good thing is when a trade wins, you're going to make 50 bucks. When a trade loses, you're losing $15. So even if the success rate was only 50%, you're still making a lot of money. Now see, what you have to realize here though is that PipPhenes can't make the trades for you. You have to have a little initiative, read up on Forex. They give you a lot of information within the paid chat where you wouldn't even have to buy a book or anything like that. But you want to make sure you're a little educated on this. This isn't free money to where all you have to do is type in numbers and you're going to be rich. But PipPhenes is by far the greatest Forex signal service that I've ever encountered. Now I went out and looked at a couple. I didn't buy it. I went into the free ones. I looked at other reviews. PipPhenes is by far the absolute greatest Forex service I've ever seen. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Now, one of the biggest things is their signals are better than everyone else's signals, which alone, makes PipPhenes obviously the best. The other two things are they're about 1/10 of the price of other, Forex chats, Forex signal groups, and things like that, to where I've seen other Forex groups that are aimed at the similar market, similar type strategy, over thousands of dollars a month. So, most people don't have $1,000 a month to pay to just get the signals to see if they can try and make that money back in a month. So the cost alone difference is amazing. And the other thing is those ones that you're paying thousands of dollars a month for, they're just spitting numbers at you. They're not trying to help you. They're not concerned with your trades and your well-being. They just want your $1,000 or thousands of dollars at the end of the month. See, what PipPhenes does, another thing that I will give you guys, is that they have a support channel to where it's a one-on-one, basically like you're texting them, you're messaging them, you're DMing them through the Telegram app, to where you're actually connecting with one of their 5 founders saying, hey, I have a question. Do I cancel this trade now? I've made a pretty good profit, or do you want me to let it run until it hits the the stop loss or the take profit? And they'll hit you right back within probably an hour of what you need to do. That's where their service is unbeatable. Now, I'll show you some of this. I'll get on the computer, I'll do a little voiceover, I'll show you what their chat channels actually look like. But like I said, 87% success rate on trades. And the trades that they lose on, losing just, maybe 15, 20 bucks. But the trades they win on, 50, 80, hundreds of dollars. That, it's fantastic is what it is. Now, there are some weeks where it's not going to be the 1,000 pips. It might only be 200 pips. But still, money is money, and it's hard to not take that free money. Because basically, if you're on the 3-month thing, it equates to about $2 a day, and you're going to be making a lot more than $2 a day. It's fantastic. And I will go into a little more in depth on the computer, but you want to read up a little more on PipPhenes. For those of you who haven't heard about them, haven't heard about Forex, read up on Forex a little, go on their website, maybe ask a few questions. They have a Twitter, Instagram where you can ask them questions. But for those of you who were referred to this video about whether or not you want to, join PipPhenes, go for it. It's a choice you will never regret making. And the thing is in a couple months, if you're looking back on what they did in their Instagram posts of them making thousands and thinking that could have been you, you don't want to have that as a regret in your life. Definitely join PipPhenes. 6-month member, absolutely satisfied with their services. They're covering me, and I'm making good money off of what I am doing with their trades. Now, my trades are bad. That's me. I suck. I'm stupid. Their trades are fantastic. I'm making great money off of what I'm doing with their trades. Now, I will go back here in a few minutes here, and we're going to take a look at what their chat channel actually looks like from a few months ago, so it's not as if I'm, giving you guys trades or anything. It's just old stuff. Obviously, if you see a trade on the next few minutes, don't take it. You're going to lose on it. But that's all I have to say, guys. This is an amazing chat channel service. There is nothing like PipPhenes, and I'm unbiased. I have nothing to do with these guys. I found them. I joined them. I love it. I was one of the original members back when they made the paid service. I think I was about the 8th member. So I'm the OG here. I love it. I tried it. I got like a couple months service, and then I renewed for a long time because I love it. And even if I'm not making a lot of money, making a good bit of money, to me as a high school student is fantastic, and I love it. I love being able to look there and seeing that I'm doing successful things through them. It's fantastic, guys. It's a decision you won't regret making, guys. Now, let's go on the computer. I'm going to show you some things on their Telegram thing, so you can get a feel for what the chat service is actually like. Also, I want to say Telegram, you get it on your phone, get it on your computer, and the way they have their trader, they wanted you to go through Trader's Way, which then goes through the Meta4 app, and the Meta4 app is computer-based and, smartphone, tablet-based, so you can do both there too as well. So let's go ahead right into the Telegram app, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Alright guys, so here we are with a couple of screenshots from the Telegram app on my phone. Like I specified in the video, you can get it on your phone, you can get it on your computer, tablet, anything really that connects to the internet. So here, as you can see, this is an example of the paid members service. They have 111 members as I was making this video. Now this is an example of a message from a couple days ago. As you can see the top, they kind of give you some feedback, just to let you guys know that other people are having success, make the general vibe feel good. It's nice when everyone in the same chat is feeling the same success, so that's something they like promoting also. But as you can see here, the main topic is the sell odd USD and the stop loss, the take profit, and it kind of gives a description here of what you can do, what they're going to do, what they recommend you to do, something that when we get into the free service that you wouldn't see. Now it's this background information that really allows you to make that extra bit of money, because if you don't quite have that background information, it's harder to get things spot on and harder to really get every dollar you can out of the trade, to where they kind of tell you, when to expect to get out, get in, how much risk there is going forward, what you can do to minimize risk going forward, or if they just straight out say now is the best time to get out of a trade. We've made pretty much as we think we can after reevaluating the market. Now's the time to get out. So that, I really think, is a fairly important thing there, to where they tell you when to get in, when to get out, aside from just numbers, and they give you a little bit of information as to why exactly you would need to get in or get out. Now here's another example we have here of one thing that I did say I liked before, is they kind of show you the chart here. They give you a little picture of a chart that they think they could see popping up in future trades, and something that could really actually be good and beneficial, something to keep your eye on. And they're showing you pretty much exactly what they're thinking there. They have their predicting line there. They have other, basically, I would say, support and resistance lines there. And like I said, the prediction line too is a big one. So that's something you also wouldn't get in the free chat if you're looking to upgrade from the free to the paid chat. But that chart right there kind of gives you insight rather than just numbers. It gives you something to think about and visualize as what the trade will actually do, rather than just staring at blank numbers. And as we go further down there, you see they do hit you with the raw numbers and everything, but they also give you, how much of, that odd the euro odd pair that they actually want you to look at. And it also tells you, gives you a little bit of a time frame, so you know whether or not, you want to, this is something you want to wait on, long term, short term, how long basically you can expect to be holding a trade, which is another vital thing when it comes to, making sure you get all the money you can for every trade. So I think that's another important one there. They do hit you with the raw numbers, which is good, but they also give you the backup with the charts that they can show you. And going into a discussion about the charts, here's another one of a close-up. This was a screenshot they took from one of their founders' phones, and they had sent it in our paid service to show exactly what just happened, and to show you where the rebound back up will be. Another key factor to actually understanding and fully grasping a trade. So not only can you get all the money you can out of a trade, but it gives you insight onto what kind of look at when you're going off on your own and executing trades on your own, or if you're deciding on your own how much of how long you want to trade this trade, when you want to cancel it, and how much exactly you want to be in the trade worth, how much you want to invest based on what that chart looks like, because it's a big thing to be able to visualize it. And most services, they're not going to let you visualize it. You either have to do it on your own if you can even figure it out. You don't know what chart they're looking at, you don't know what term they're looking at, but here you can clearly see what term they're looking at, what kind of a chart, be it the 15-minute, the 4-hour, the 1 day, the 1 week. You can clearly see that. So that kind of gives you insight on how long they plan on holding the trade and what exactly they're looking at when it comes to giving you signals. This screenshot here gives you a little bit of the information side of their service, to where they're actually straight up trying to educate you here, to where they want you to be on the Trader's Way, and they actually give you a deal to where if you use Trader's Way, they kind of give you a little rebate and a kickback. And also, it goes into talking about how metaphor and how brokered platforms can affect your trades, and what how that affects you making money and affects your bottom line, which obviously is the biggest thing when it comes to making money through Forex. Farther down, you also see their planned, I guess you could call it risk or margins, I guess, because that's another big thing when it comes to trading in Forex, because you can't leverage out your entire account on one trade, or you just won't survive, because that might be the one you lose. You cannot improperly utilize your margin. And that's one big thing they stress on in their paid chat is the utilization of the margin. It's very key to margin out your account the correct way. And like I said, this is just one of their education tools to where if you know about this, you can then make trades on your own and better understand the trades that they're telling you to execute. And you can even kind of better the trades and analyze things on your own level, to your own risk, to your own account size, things like that. It's also very helpful and something that you can only find in the PipPhenes paid signal service chat on Telegram. And finally here we just have one more to kind of reiterate the whole process of how they give you the numbers, they tell you the small lot swing, they give you the screenshot of their actual trade and what they're experimenting on. Feel free to try to enter it. That's something that's very important because they're letting you know that they're not exactly 100% confident, but if you can understand how they're breaking it down and how they're viewing it and analyze it a little on your own, that's something that you can then get into because you can't give that out in free, and no one else gives out the trades like these guys do. As you can see, in a matter of under an hour and 20 minutes, they gave you 4 very, very solid trades. And the don't worry about the take profit yet is another key thing that is basically utilized in the paid chat to where they don't really give that out in the free chat. They just throw you with strict numbers and don't really give any margin behind it. So yeah, these are all extremely, extremely helpful benefits of being in the paid chat, and it's something I can't recommend enough. Now let's go take a look at examples of the free chat, compare them, and show you why, at least if you're looking to get into this, it would be a good idea to start out in the free channel, and then so you can kind of get your feet wet and then upgrade to the paid channel. So let's go take a look at that right now. Alright guys, so here's the first example I have today of them trying to, promote themselves, and with it's basically a reiteration of what I say because I found all the facts in here to be true. What they're recommending is true. What they're saying about how you make your money back quickly based on the entire, subscription service is true. The support at PipPhenes on the actual email, on the Telegram app, on Twitter, it's true. They're here to help you, and that's something that you can't get with any other Forex signal service, be it paid or free. They make themselves available to you and your questions because they really truly do want you to succeed rather than just to collect your money at the end of the month and give you some trades. So this is a bit of information that they give you, but as you can see, it's not as in-depth as the paid, but it's still very solid. So I can't recommend at least getting in the free paid, the free one, and then moving your way towards the paid one eventually. Alright, now here's our second example of the free signal service. Now see, they obviously give you a lot of trades. Now don't get me wrong, getting 8 trades, I think that's 8 there. No, 6, that's my bad. 6 trades it's fantastic. It's day changing when it comes to Forex trading. 6 solid trades can really turn your account around if you're down, or make your account go through the roof if you margin everything out correctly. Now see, it's great. It's, their free service is better than about 90% of the paid services. So, but as you can see here, I couldn't get the actual paid one from that related to this because normally they give out the in-depth paid one and sometimes they'll throw out a free one, but all the free ones they give you the in-depth one on the paid. But on the paid one they would have said, how risky, what lot sizes to use, things like whether or not they feel like this is going to be a trade this week, whether they want you to hold it through the weekend, whether it's going to be long term, maybe 10, 12 days, or maybe if it's just going to be kind of a flip trade where you're getting rid of it in a half hour. But it's still very solid to be receiving so many trades like this, and all these are quality trades. I think I actually remember this. All of but I think one was perfect. One of them, I think I lost $10 on. The other ones, I think I made over $300. So it's fantastic the way they give you these trades so spelled out perfectly with the pair, the stop loss, the take profit. But when you upgrade to the paid service, they give you the in-depth so you can fully understand it to better, execute your trades, analyze your own account, and manage your account, as well as then learning so you can then go out on your own and make trades. And finally here, this is a good one to sum it up, guys, because this is essentially the synopsis of the entire process, the program, and their chat services, and their company as a whole, from their ebooks to their modules to their Telegram signal services. it's a good one to end on, guys, because this is about all I have for this video. Like I said, chances are we'll be making a second and probably third edition of this video, answering any leftover questions you guys have about the service, and probably a shorter one that's more of a quick to the point, you know, bang bang, quick to the point, like I said, where you get all the information in a shorter amount of time. This one I wanted to go in depth, give you the ins, the outs, the lefts, the rights, the ups, the downs, the whole thing, everything you could ask for, guys. But as I said at the end of the part where I was on the camera, it's something that I will never regret doing, going with PipPhenes Inc. On their free signal service at first, and then once they rolled out their paid service, I joined it, and I have no complaints at all. Honestly, I couldn't be happier with their services. They're teaching me a lot, and it's something that, you know, they teach you a lot of things, obviously, when it comes to Forex, but I've applied actually some of their principles, you know, risk management, patience, and other things like that to my daily life, and it's actually been powerful. I've had a lot of fun doing this and made some good money too. So guys, I really highly recommend this. Send them an email, send them a tweet, get on their free signal service, contact them at the Pip Funds support, and when you're ready for it, when you're ready to turn your life around and really go for it, and you feel like you have enough information to where you can actually execute your trades with the utmost precision, go for that paid signal service, guys. You'll have no regrets about it. Like I said, I recommend the 3-month. I feel like it's the best offer, to where you're not locked down, to where, you know, if you're strapped for cash in other aspects of your life, you know, you could skip a couple months maybe, if it so be it. I would never recommend it, because if only you're making more money, but it doesn't lock you too down, but it gets you that discounted price, you know, saving $27 a month. I feel like the 3-month is the best. Like I said, Labor Day sale, guys. Today is the Sunday before Labor Day, so be sure to check out that Labor Day sale if you guys are watching this video when it first come out. Also, guys, like I said in the beginning of this video, be sure to tell them Paul Does Tech sent you. And yeah, guys, I really appreciate it. Hopefully I will see you guys in the PipPhenes community, and you'll be a member of the PipPhenes family. Any other questions, they have reviews on their website and a little bit more information there, or you can leave a comment below and I will respond to it. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.
Real nigga keeping it hot. Get fresh off the grill, get fresh off the grill. Let 'em bounce in the hopper, nigga, you can't stop me.